It's finally here, guys. The most anticipated Swedish watch for me for this year and actually forever. The watch I've been waiting for ever since I saw the first picture of this watch. I was really hoping that I would get one of those watches and be able to shoot it on my channel, and actually they sent me two of them. The Tusenö Shellback is finally here, and I'm just gonna take a small moment to share my appreciation, because I never thought it would come to this. I just passed 2,000 subscribers and I'm so grateful for that. And now to get a watch sent to me that has been passed around to YouTube's finest watch reviewers and watch shooters, like the Bruce Williams watch channel, like Just One More Watch, like Peter Kotza. Those are great channels that I've been watching for years, learning from, inspiring me. And now to get a watch sent to me that has been sent to them as well, and I'm just a part of that chain, it feels like a great honor. I really can't believe it, because I'm such a small fish in such a big pond of players, and I'm such a noob at this. And I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful to be able to show you this watch from Tusenö, because by the looks of it, I really think they hit it out of the park with this one. So I'm just gonna share you my first impressions in this unboxing. It's not a review. I have to really press down on that. It's not a review. None of my videos are reviews unless it's on one of my own watches. So I'm gonna show you the unboxing and my first impressions, and then I'm gonna release another video giving you all the details, all the specs, but that's still not a review. And in that video I might say a thing or two about the positives and the negatives for the brief time that I've been able to handle the watch, but still not a review. And this is just an unboxing. So let's not waste any more time, and let's just flip the camera around and take a look at the Tusenö Shellback. Here we are, guys. The moment of truth. It's time to crack open the Tusenö Shellback. And I'm actually quite nervous, and for the occasion I'm wearing my Rolex GMT Master 2, and also I'm actually wearing my ring from Clocks and Colors. I usually don't wear this ring on everyday occasions. It's a really cool ring with a nautical theme, just like the Shellback here. As you can see, we have the North Star and some land masses there. They have some great silver jewelry on Clocks and Colors. I'm actually waiting for a really cool bracelet, and I'm thinking about shooting that for the channel as well. But now we're gonna get some first impressions of the Tusenö Shellback. Taking the Japanese knife, I guess I have to put some oil on the shaft here because it's starting to get a little dry. But let's cut to the chase and cut this box open carefully. As I said in the introduction, I'm actually a little nervous about this watch because I have so high expectations. It's actually the watch, it's actually the most anticipated watch on my channel. Personally, I have the most expectations for this watch because we have a nice communication with the guys behind it, and they posted a lot of pictures and work in progress stuff on in our Facebook group, and now I finally get to check out their watch, which is launching really soon. We have some bubble wrap packaging in here, we have some foam and stuff, and there beneath the ocean of plastics we have the Tusenö Shellback. There it is. And I actually saw that we had something more in here. Let's see what this is. Yeah. This is funny. Swedish fika. Actually, I've seen that the guys at Tusenö are sending out this little package for reviewers. And it's funny because I'm a Swedish and I know exactly what Swedish fika is, and I've actually eaten everything, I guess everything inside of this box. But that's a really nice little thing to send to to the people shooting your watch. Nice things, guys. Baked in Sweden. Yeah. Let's just put this aside and maybe eat it later and focus on today's highlight, the Tusenö shellback. Yeah, as I said, this is just a first impressions video, and as such I will not be talking about any specifications. No, I won't be talking about the movement. I won't be talking about any sizes. This is just I just wanted to give you my authentic and real first impressions of this watch, and then I'm gonna, in a usual manner, I'm gonna give you all the details in a separate video. Here we have it. Tusenö, Göteborg, Gothenburg. One of the best and most beautiful towns in Sweden. Cardboard box. I guess we have two watches in here, as we said in our communication together, and we actually have the Tusenö watch roll. Let's take it out carefully. Let's put the box to the side. Here we have Tusenö watch roll in olive green color. Feels nice, feels sturdy. Okay, this is the moment of truth. I'm gonna actually try to not look at the screen. I want to take in the watch in all its beauty and not looking through my screen. So let's go. You can hear that, the magnets, they're loosening up, and we have the shellback. The blue one and the black one. One with a date, one without a date. One on the steel bracelet, one on the NATO. And then we have extra bracelets and NATOs and straps here. It actually, if you pre-order the watch, it actually comes with a bunch of strap combinations. But look at this. Okay, we're gonna save the best for last, because you know I'm a steel bracelet type of guy, so I'm gonna save that for a little moment. We're gonna take a look at the black no date version here on the NATO strap. Let's take it off the pillow. There we go. Quite easy, and it's actually a really nice watch box. I'm gonna set it aside for just a moment so we can focus on the black version, and here it is, the Tusenö shellback, the black version with the no date. What a beautiful little piece. And it's actually quite of a small watch. It's 40 millimeters across. I know I told you I'm not going to be talking about details, but I know some details. We have that beautiful crown with the logo, the same logo as they have on the back. I'm going to take off the NATO. We just have to get this baby running, just to see that second-hand sweep, and take a look at the logo on the dial. If we just move the hour and minute hands away a little bit, there we go. Pop in the crown, screw down crown. The action feels great, smooth, really nice. This watch has hacking and winding, and as it should. There it goes. You can see that second hand ticking away, and I'm just gonna screw the crown in again, and we have a running Tusenö shellback in our hands. That sandwich dial is really beautiful, and the black inky dial we have here is actually really, when you see it in person, I've seen it in a bunch of videos, but when you see it in person like this, it blows your mind. It's a beautiful dial, and the dial is almost matching the ceramic bezel insert in the way that it shines and reflects the lights. It's really beautiful. Let's zoom in a little. I've had a bunch of watches with a sandwich dial, and I actually just recently learned that it's called a sandwich dial. It's when the dial has two layers. We have one layer underneath that is actually a plate with the loom, and then we have the actual dial with the design on top of that. It gives the watch a three-dimensional look, and I'm really liking these sandwich dials on watches. It's a beautiful thing. The one thing that I noticed and that I saw in a bunch of videos is that the hour hand, it has a little hole inside of it, and I really love the reasoning why. Because as you can see, when you we're just gonna take out that crown again, and when the hour hand comes to as you can see, we have the name of the watch, the shellback, just above the 6 o'clock. And when the hour hand comes to those letters, it actually shows the letters through that little hole all the way around. That's really cool. A nice little touch, and shows you that they really thought of the design one more time, and that they have a really nice attention to details. The boys from Gothenburg. Screw that crown in again. There we go. Let's take it off to NATO and show you that case back. There we have it. The beautiful case back of the shellback. The case back of the shellback with that beautiful star. We have shellback written all around. We have automatic sample, which, because it is a sample watch, sapphire, Thyssen 200 meters, Swiss made, beautifully looking, and I bet it feels really nice on the wrist as well. Speaking of that, why don't we try it on? I don't know if this is going to be easy, because I don't really like NATO, so I've tried wearing watches on NATOs a bunch of times. It's just not for me. I guess I understand why people like it, but it's not for me. And since I'm not wearing my watches on a NATO, I don't really have the experience enough to be doing this quickly. But actually, I pulled it off rather quickly, didn't I? I'm actually proud of myself. There it is, on my 20 centimeter wrist, the Thyssen shellback, black version, no date. We have a lot of reflections here, so I'm just gonna correct that before I show you the blue one. But this is what it looks like. 20 centimeter wrist. It's actually a really thin watch, but the NATO underneath gives it a little more height, as you can see. Beautiful black, gives you that Submariner vibe. Beautiful ceramic bezel insert, and that black inky dial, sandwich dial. It's a beauty to behold. But I've been talking a lot about the black version here. Let's take a look on the version that I'm really looking forward to, the blue version. Put that aside, take the blue version in. For the moment of truth, the Thyssen blue version on a steel bracelet with a date at the 6 o'clock. I'm actually I'm not exaggerating here. This is not a sponsored video. They sent me the watches. It's a collaboration. I don't get paid. I don't get to keep the watches. The watches have been around. I think this is just these are sample pieces that are being sent around all over the world for reviewers, for YouTubers, for influencers, whatever you want to call it. So, but this blue version, it really blows me away. I'm actually a little at a loss for words here. I've seen the bracelet in the videos, but the way it plays with the light when you look at it like this in first person, when you have it in your hands, and that blue dial with the I don't have a watch with a blue bezel at the moment, but or actually I have with half of a blue, but not a totally blue bezel. Let's just put the case, the watch roll away, and just soak in the looks of this watch in all its glory. I'm gonna pop out that crown once more, take away the hour and minute hand. There we have it, and give it some juice so we get the second hand running there. There we go. Nicely sweeping across the date window. at the 6 o'clock. Oh, look at this watch. It's a beautiful, beautiful watch. Seems like a perfect tapering on the lugs there. We have brushed sides, which I really love. Some polished details on the top there. Brushed on the top, brushed bracelet. Some polished details on the links there, but it's mostly brushed on the sides as well. We have screwed links, and this is the clasp. The Tusenö Göteborg Gothenburg, and actually you can see it's been passed around because we have some actual signs of people wearing it a little bit and using it a little bit, other reviewers. And then we have the best thing with the clasp, the let's see if it's this. No, maybe it's those buttons there. Yeah, easy, quick adjustment. That's actually one of the best things about the bracelet, and it's actually one of the things that I have a little thoughts about when I'm gonna give you the full video. A case back as we saw on the black version. Now let's try it on. Maybe it's a little small. Maybe I'm gonna need to I'm gonna need to give me some more slack there. See if we can do it. Yeah, we can do it with the watch on. And there it is, on my 20 centimeters, all tattooed up wrist. This is I'm set on watches right now, but I have a hard time not just buying this watch straight away. And maybe I will. Maybe I'm gonna sell something that I have in my collection just to buy this watch, because I really think that it's a beautiful, beautiful watch. The blue, it's cool with the sandwich dial. It's complicated, and yet it's so simple with the blue and white. It's nothing, not too fuzzy, and we only have the Tusenö Göteborg at the 12 and the shellback above the 6. That perfect date window, and I know I'm saying really a lot again, but I like it that they have actually integrated the date window at the 6 o'clock marker right there. I don't know why more watchmakers don't just do that. I guess it's gonna take a sandwich dial to do it, but I guess it maybe could be done without a sandwich dial as well. You can, it's probably based on the movement. Okay, let's take a look at the bezel action. Stiff, loud, and nice clicks. Really, really no play whatsoever, and it's dead on centered. Let's spin it around one more time. There it is. Yeah, the thickness feels great. It feels slim on the wrist. You can see those lugs hugging my wrist perfectly. It feels great. It's a great feeling watch. Yeah. It's this is actually the exact lip that I've had with a lot of Zelos clasps. As you can see, it's not. We have a little hole there, and it's a little too high. It could have been done, I guess, more flush to the actual bracelet, so we didn't have to have this hole. But the bracelet in itself is a pure work of art. The way it plays with the light, it's so dynamic when you look at it, and the clasp looks classy. I'm really hoping that we have a little spare links in here. Yeah, we do. There they are, because I really want to experience the clasp without this adjustment protrusion there. I want to just see the clasp in its entirety on the back of my wrist there. There we have it. There we have them. Tusenö from Gothenburg in Sweden. I think they hit a home run with the shellback. Both of them are beautiful watches. I know which one I would choose. Of course, I would choose the blue one with the date on the bracelet. The black one is beautiful as well, but there's just something special with the blue one and the whole naval tune, naval trend that we have here on the watch. The naval theme, that's the word I was looking for. The blue with the naval theme that we have on the watch is actually a perfect mix. The black is a beautiful version as well, but there's something special with the blue. This is my favorite. But yeah, a wonderful watch, and I'm so glad that Thyssen chose to send this to me, to include me in the whatever. That's it. Thyssen Shellback. Pre-orders are up right now. You actually save $100 if you order it on a pre-order. Yeah, so just check out their website, and I'm gonna do a detailed video about the watches and all the specifications. But that's it. Thyssen Shellback Blue and Black. If you liked the video, as always, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you liked it really much, please consider subscribing. And if you didn't like it, please give it a thumbs down. Tell me what you didn't like, and I'm gonna do my best to change that and better myself into the next video. Until the next video, have a nice day. Bye bye.